What free things online should everyone take advantage of?
Radio Garden is a global map of active radio stations. You can rotate the globe anywhere and listen in. Want to know what's on the radio in Morocco right now? You can find out here. Radio is a similar website. It's a world map that allows you to both click on individual countries and also go back to different decades to see what was popular there at the time. Radio Garden is amazing. Just a shame overseas stations are blocked in the UK.
Sunny Classroom, if you want to learn computer networking.
Super bright professor who has some underappreciated tricks for things like memorizing subnets. Humor is a bit dry, but if you want an Asian guy who, out of the blue, hits you with things like, "Thank you for being patient with my strong Chinglish," you'll love him. Definitely recommend. Edit. I did not expect this to get so many upvotes and a badge. I'm grateful to all of you, and glad I can help further your careers and hobbies. Abandonware games. There is an entire library of absolute gem games you have never played that are not available on online platforms, completely for free. Some of them are not downloadable, but will link you to places where you can buy them, so no piracy is present here. Edit. You absolutely have to give a try to Saw and You Are Empty. Saw is a spin-off game that takes place after Saw 1's ending in an alternative universe where Detective Tapp had survived. The controls are weird, and the gameplay loop is repetitive, but I think that it's still really cool. You Are Empty is practically Half-Life clone and might be too long for some gamers, but it is absolutely fun and really dynamic, as you never stay too long in one place. I can finally play Leisure Suit Larry without getting busted by my parents. I have an interesting story about the original Leisure Suit Larry. I downloaded it from the BBS in the 80s and was able to win it with the help of a walkthrough I also downloaded. It was on my father's computer. My father worked, and my mother didn't understand computers well enough to really understand what she was seeing on screen, and had absolutely zero interest in what I was doing on it, so she never checked in on me. So I just played it while my father was at work and didn't have any problems. It didn't take long to beat it, maybe a few hours the first time. The hardest part was winning enough money in blackjack, I think. Maybe it was poker. I played through several times, though. Anyway, at some point after that, my father mentioned 2 of the secretaries at work were playing it on their lunch break on one of the computers at work and couldn't beat, because this was apparently okay to do in the 80s. I'm like, oh, I know how to win that game. My father looked at me and was like, how the hell do you know how to win it? Anyway, he said he was sick of them playing it every day, and if I told him how to win it from the point they were at, he would tell them, and wouldn't make me answer the question on how I knew. But he was also pretty firm in telling me I would stop doing whatever it was I doing that gave me the knowledge. Anyway, he told me where they were stuck, and I rattled off how to win from that point. It's a short game. You can probably win it in under an hour if you know the solution already, and get lucky at cards. He wrote it all down, and it was never brought up again, that I can remember. LSL 1 has always been my favorite game in the series, and the only one I ever won as best I can remember. I always found it interesting that my best friend also loved the LSL series, but thought the first one sucked, and said he won it once, and then never played it again because he hated it. He really loved 2, which was the first one he ever played. Which is the opposite of me, who has probably played through it and won at least 5 or 6 times. A few years ago, they released a revamped version of LSL 1, which was mainly the same, but they changed it slightly and added some new content, just so someone who knows the solution to the original can't breeze through it. I thought my friend would be super excited about this, and told him when it came out. I remember his response was, "Oh, no. I have no interest in ever playing the first one again, no matter how they changed it." I honestly thought he'd be at least a little interested to see what they did with it, but I guess not. For university students, Zotero is a great no-bullshit reference manager. Also, Sci-Hub for accessing paywall journal articles. Absolutely saved my ass during MS degree. If you use LaTeX, you can auto-update your .bib file with the Better BibTeX plugin. So every time you add something, it immediately writes it into the .bib file. Archive.ph. It unlocks paywall articles if you attach it to the beginning of the link. Disabling JavaScript with uBlock also works most of the time. Often, the reader mode works too, and it is a tiny bit easier to use for the novice user. Definitely LibriVox. They host copyright-free books which volunteers read out and record. Most of the time, it's not exactly the same level as an Audible production, but free is free and they have a lot on there. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are from the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. I haven't listened to a LibriVox book in probably 15 years, but I can still hear it. Justin Guitar. If you want to try learning guitar, his lessons are really great and easy to follow, and they're free. Some of the extra stuff costs money, but you don't need any of it to learn. Justin is legit. His courses for absolute beginners are amazing and will give you the foundations needed to branch out into any style of music you want, if you keep at it. DaVinci Resolve. Best video editing software that you can get for free. Edit. CapCut is also quite awesome if you are a complete noob and just want some stuff for your socials. Great presets. Also Photopea. It's basically free Photoshop. Photopea is great, and the guy who created it is really active on Reddit and will help people out. Khan Academy. Bless the guy who made it, what a champion. Not just Khan Academy, but any free education. Edit, I've massively amended this comment by formatting it into a table, in the hope to make it more user-friendly. Unfortunately, due to a character limit, I tried to preserve my comment elsewhere, along with the ability to update the tables by adding more suggestions. But unfortunately, Reddit mods kept deleting them. I even tried a sub of my own to get around this, but even Reddit itself banned it and refused to reinstate it because for some reason Reddit doesn't like people to have free education. All links below take to the free course sections where possible if there are paid options. All websites were checked beforehand, so all information is correct at the time of writing. Link to Raxi's comment with all links table will be in pinned comment. Another super interesting and useful Reddit thread that I'll save and never come back to again.
Thank you so much for watching until the end. Don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss the next videos. In the meantime, check out the other ones. They're already waiting for you. Share your thoughts on this topic in the comments and tell your own stories. Wishing you a great day, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.